You know what? I may just buy this, sit it on my desk, and just look at it. And then when somebody walk in like, yo, you got a PS5? I mean, what type of games you play on it? Oh, you play games on this? All right, we're back at it. This Jideani says. So if you're in the gaming community, you've heard, or if you're not in the gaming community, I think it's big enough news that Sony is releasing its 5th iteration of PlayStation, the PlayStation 5. People have been waiting 7 years for this moment, and it's coming. The PS5 will come in 2 variants, the digital edition and the Blu-ray version. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ever since the iconic PlayStation 1, I haven't really been too excited about the way these systems have looked. The PS4 to me, I thought was ugly, my opinion. The PS5 though, the PS5 is something you should be excited about. I get it. This has been a controversial topic. It's about the design. Some people like it, and then some people don't. They think that it looks funny, that it looks like something that's awkward, like a tall building. And then you have people in the camp who love it. I'm in that camp. I love this design. Maybe it's a color sequence thing. Maybe that's it with me, right? But the white and the black, it's this white gloss envelope. I don't care too much for the gloss. Maybe that's a new 2020, 2021 thing companies are doing. You wrap things in gloss, but this white and the black interior base, this is the move right here. Sony really thought about this, and I'm game. So before we continue talking about design, let me just talk about the specs real quick for the people who want to know. 9,000 megabytes per second SSD, AMD processor, 8-core CPU that runs at 3.5 gigahertz, 16 gigabytes of RAM. The GPU is the Navi 2 10.28 T-flops, which means it can run 4K at 60 FPS per second. All of that in a GPU like that means and equates to more high definition video games. You're talking about 3D games that look more realistic. Now, Sony has been working on, and they better have, they've had 7 years to work on this. They've kind of just been working on this for a long time of putting out these games that feel so realistic, and they have the GPU that can do it. They have been teasing and touting some of these games, 2K and these car racing games. I'm not gonna believe it until I see it. They look good on screen, but I wouldn't consider it groundbreaking until I see it. But it's something that they've been pushing, saying that you are now entering that next realm, that next level of gaming. So that's what we should expect from these games when they hit the PlayStation 5 and they become available. Maybe it's not just about the way this was designed, because it has that, it almost feels like it's something that you would see in a Star Wars or Star Trek movie. That's the feeling I get from looking at this particular design. But it's just, it's the color. I keep saying it's something about the color, and just for the simple way, it's just, it's curvaceous. It's, to me, that's what it feels like. So with that said, let's get up close and personal, because that's how we do it here on the channel. We like to get real deep into it. I want you guys just to take a moment and look at this. The one we're looking at, of course, is the digital edition, because you know, you don't see that hump to the side, which is ridiculous. I don't know why Sony would do that, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But look at that nice gloss finish. I think this is probably something that's grown on me the more I look at it, because it works with this. You got the sharp curvaceous edges, but let's start from the top. You got the air vents to cool off that GPU and the CPU, and there's probably dual fans in here. And that vent runs from the top all the way mid-body. And I think it was part of Sony's design. It has to be. It gives it this predator look. I think that's why when you look at this, you see something that you will find on a mothership. Something it landed on Earth, and you walk into the ship and you see something like this, and you assume, you know what, this gotta be the brain of the aircraft. And then here's that blue ambient LED strip I'm talking about that runs from the top all the way down to the bottom of the system. Next to it, you will see your USB Type A and USB Type C. at the bottom, there's your power button. All right, so switching over to the Blu-ray version, you notice that hump. It kind of feels like an afterthought for me. It's almost like they were in the middle of design and somebody was just like, hold up, everybody. Time out. I think we supposed to put a Blu-ray disc slot in here somewhere. That's kind of how it feels. It's almost like they tacked it on. I don't know, it strips away from the look a little bit, because now when you stand it up, it just looks odd. It looks odd. But for those of you who are wondering, so this will be for people who don't have the most reliable internet connections. Maybe you live somewhere remote, or you get a lot of interferences, or for people who are worried about backwards compatibility. You have a lot of PS4 and PS3 games, disc games, and you want to know if you can play it on PS5. The answer is yes. But that will come with a price. The Blu-ray edition is probably going to be $50 to $100 more than the digital edition. So that's something you got to think about as well. For people who don't care about the disc, you can download your games from the cloud, save your information to the cloud, faster read times, and it's an extra component that you don't have to worry about breaking in the future. So there's that. So let's talk about the controller. So once again, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this color scheme. It's this, y'all see the white and the black, and then there's that light strip that I was talking about. I can't wait to see how this looks like when it's powered on, because I think that's what that ambient light would represent, is a power on state. But look how dope that is. Look, let me flip this thing around for y'all. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me get you this look right here. Oh my, what? All right, look. All right, so let's talk about this remote for real quick. So a lot of this comes back is if you are a gamer, then this doesn't look, you know, it's not something brand new. So there are 3 takeaways for the new PS controllers. One is a mic with a mic button for better audio and engagement with your games and being able to talk into the control with whoever you're playing. I guess that's what it's supposed to do. A headphone jack, and the third are the new analog controllers that Sony is calling DualSense. They're going with a whole new terminology, and it's supposed to be a new, more experience behind it. It's called the DualSense. It's designed to engage you in the game, and these motors are supposed to be a little bit more precise, more accurate. So if you're playing a game like something where somebody is shooting a bow, the moment they pull that bow back, or if you're on a racetrack and you're turning the wheel, these motors are supposed to be so tuned in that you're supposed to feel every bit of that action in the game. So they're trying to get you to be more interactive with the game. And whether or not they deliver on that, I guess we'll find out when we start playing the games. What criteria do you fall under? Do you fall under I don't like it, or I don't care about it, or you fall under this love it, I can't wait to sit it in my house so I can tell people that I got a PS5? But you know how this goes. Drop it in the comments. That's it for this one. See you guys on the next one.